Hi, my name is Marcia Stone and I teach textile arts here at the Art Center. And I started knitting when I was 12, and I watched my grandmother weave when I was 5. She had a great big loom in her front room and I was fascinated by that. So you can see I'm surrounded by looms here, and I just love everything having to do with fiber. And I get to teach it here at the Art Center, starting with natural fiber. This is sheep wool, right off the sheep. And we teach dyeing. So this is some wool that's been dyed using food coloring. We also dye with Kool-Aid and other natural, we use natural dyes as well. And then we spin it. So this is a skein of yarn that has been spun from food color dyed roving. And then we weave, and I teach freeform knitting and weaving and felting. We even make felt from stuff like this. We can do animals out of three-dimensional felt, or we can make a scarf out of flat felt, or we can make beads and jewelry. So there's just so many things you can do. The other thing I love to teach is spinning. And so when you have this stuff right off the sheep, what can you do with this? It just looks like a bunch of fur. Well, you can actually turn it into beautiful yarn. And so one of my favorite things to do is to spin. This is a spindle, a support spindle, and this is one of the first tools known to man. The first one was probably a rock used as a hammer, the second one was probably a wheel, and the third one was probably a rock tied to a string that somebody made yarn with. So that's what this is all about, is making some yarn with this little simple tool. So I'm just going to tie this little string on here. It's kind of like a fishing leader. There's a little hook at the top, and it's like using a top. There's a weight at the bottom. And I put it in this little dish down here. And then I put the roving through the top of it. And kind of fold it back on itself and pull a little bit. And really, all it takes to spin fiber is to pull it and twist it. So you just flick that little guy, and you'll see me pulling this yarn, and it just kind of magically turns it into yarn. So there's a little bit of yarn right there. Now this is not my favorite method. I like to use a spinning wheel because this takes a long time, but it's a really cool craft to learn. It's very meditative and relaxing, and I just love doing it. And I get to have beautiful stuff like that I can knit with or weave with. So that's what I like to do here at the Art Center. Thanks for watching. I hope you come take classes with us.